Hungarians took to the streets to protest a law banning LGBTQ pride events. DNA testing company 23andMe files for bankruptcy. And a new study shows that large portions of adults around the world have switched their religion. I'm Corva Coleman, and here are some stories you may have missed this week. Thousands of people turned out in Hungary's capital on Tuesday. They marched in Budapest against a proposed law that would ban the annual Pride March in support of the LGBTQ community. Hungarian lawmakers passed the law last week, saying the Pride March could be harmful to children. Tuesday's march was the second in a week's time to support the Pride event. The DNA testing company 23andMe is seeking bankruptcy protection. NPR's Joe Hernandez reports the move raises questions about the private data it has collected.
The biotech firm that allows users to spit in a tube and send away the sample for DNA analysis is seeking a buyer. It comes a few months after the California company laid off roughly 40% of its staff, and 2 years after a data breach affected millions of customer accounts. Data privacy experts are now raising concerns about what could happen to the sensitive genetic information of 15 million users if 23andMe is sold. The company says customers can still delete their data and close their accounts if they choose, and has vowed to remain in operation through the bankruptcy process. Joe Hernandez, NPR News.
People around the world are switching religions. NPR's Jason DeRose reports on a new Pew Research study that finds large portions of adults no longer practice the faith in which they were raised.
Religious switching is especially common in East Asia, Europe, and the Americas. In South Korea, Pew found that 50% of respondents had changed religions. In Spain, 40% said they'd left their childhood faith. In the U.S., 28% switched, and in Colombia, 25%. Christianity and Buddhism have experienced the largest losses. The biggest gains were among those who have no religious affiliation, atheists, agnostics, and those who describe themselves as nothing in particular. Pew found very small percentages of people either left or joined Islam. The retention rates for Hinduism and Judaism are also high. For the study, Pew surveyed nearly 80,000 people in 36 countries. Jason DeRose, NPR News.
I'm Corva Coleman, NPR News in Washington.